What happened to the Utopia in Hicksville, Long Island? What happened to Utopia in Hicksville, Long Island? Utopia was the beacon of all things counterculture here on Long Island. A place where maybe a melting pot is the norm, this was the destination for counterculture. Punk, emo, hippie. You could find everything alternative in this store, from tapestries to smoking products to tattoos and piercings. This place had it all. This place was 3 stories. You had a top level, the main level with most of your merchandise, and of course you had the bottom level, which only the adults remember. Who remembers what was in this store? Utopia was a brand that opened up in 1965, first starting in the mall, but then around 1980 it moved here, where we all know it today, in Hicksville, Long Island. There's another location in Centereach, but I've just learned today that this Utopia in Hicksville has just shut down. I was here not just a week ago, and the sign was still on the top. I'm gonna show you some B-roll right now so you can see what this place used to look like. Many of you remember this iconic Utopia sign. You would pass here, you would go right to the Broadway Mall. Anyone who grew up in Hicksville, Nassau County remembers this place. But now, as we're coming back to film this episode, the sign is gone. And we looked inside and they're already doing renovations of what happened to this place. I'm gonna show you a little bit inside, and I'm even gonna take a drone out so we can see what is happening to this property, what was supposedly supposed to happen with this property, and I'll give you my predictions, but I wanna hear what you guys think too. This is Grossman World, Utopia. Let's check it out. Utopia was the beacon of all things alternative here on Long Island. If you're Gen Z like me and you wanted to maybe go against the norm, you had a few staples. You had Spencer's, Hot Topic, Zoomies. These are the places we would shop if we wanted something a little counterculture. Black jeans, Vans, you know it. But growing up on Long Island, for some people who are older, Utopia was that place. You could walk into the store and you would immediately feel the vibes of something different, something edgy, something weird maybe. From the psychedelic tapestries to the glass cabinets filled with incense, smoking products, tattoos, piercings, all types of jewelry, accessories, and clothing. This was the place you would go. God, I have friends who have worked here. I have family members who have grown up coming here. And I feel like when I post this video, I'm gonna notice a lot more people who grew up with this store as well and have memories coming in here. For people watching outside of Long Island, this may not seem like a fantastic store. It may just sound like a typical run-of-the-mill store, but this gave some sort of culture to Long Island. You didn't have to go into New York City or Brooklyn to find what the cool clothes were. You didn't need to go into the city to maybe get some studded boots or a cool-looking jacket. This was the place we would shop. While Hot Topic and Spencer's may have made it more inclusive, made it a little bit easier to get these types of clothes and accessories for people like you and I, this place was authentic. This place had authenticity. This wasn't some poser wearing some band shirt. Well, maybe they had some of that. But for the most part, I felt like Utopia was pretty authentic. Did you grow up in Long Island in the 80s and 90s? What was Utopia like growing up on Long Island in the 80s and 90s? Maybe even the early 2000s. I can only speak for my generation. I would come here, so I guess the years will vary, maybe like 2010 to now, around 2025. But what was this store like in the 80s and 90s? What was this store like in the 2000s? I don't exactly know, but that's why I want to know your stories, because I know this place holds so many memories in Long Islanders' hearts. If you were alternative, if you were a punk rocker, a metalhead, a hippie, you remember this store. I can't recall many things that I've bought here, but I do remember inquiring about getting my first piercing here. I wanted to get both of my earlobes pierced. They gave me a quote. And I saw the jewelry. They had a very nice selection. I know tattoo shops are more normal for this type of thing, but Utopia was authentic if you wanted this type of stuff. I'm gonna take out a drone right now, and we're gonna see what's going on with this property, because there was rumors that this property behind me for Utopia was gonna move to the Wise Eyes. But now we're gonna see what's exactly going on. I'm gonna take out this drone, let's go. Let's see what's happening with Utopia. Recently, a Long Island firm bought this Hicksville portfolio for $6.625 million. According to David Winselberg, this portfolio totals up to 13,300 square feet of rentable space. The current tenants included in these properties is Dunkin' Donuts, Pizza Hut, Wise Eyes, DTE Window Tinting, and Utopia. Robert Scharfstein of RPS Capital Management represented the buyer, while Marty Sass of Silver Investment Properties and Dylan Maroy of Hanley Investment Group represented seller Rearc LLC in the sales transaction. As for this other building, well, that's not included. This was posted by Long Island Business News. Are you excited to see these renovations? Hicksville, Long Island. Wow, that was pretty cool. Utopia's gone through a lot of stages throughout the years, so I want to take a chance right now to show you the different stages of Utopia throughout the years. Utopia in Hicksville has been here since 1980, and the brand has existed since 1965. That is an absolutely amazing accomplishment, and I want to give a huge shout out to all the different people who have worked here, owned, managed Utopia throughout the years. If you have any personal stories with Utopia, please comment below. This is really a cornerstone and hallmark of what makes alternative culture so great. Utopia in Hicksville, Long Island. It's time to say goodbye.
Ahead of its time, not just another t-shirt store, Utopia goes beyond. With posters, tapestry, gothic clothes, and hard-to-find music. You want it? Utopia's got it. For footwear like boots, shoes, sneakers, and sandals. Utopia, check it out for yourself. Incense, oils, candles, patches, stickers, hair dye, and body jewelry. Utopia, with 2 exclusive Long Island locations in Hicksville and Center Reach. Check it out.